Hey everybody, welcome back to the Inner Ivy. My name is Charles Ivy, but since we're all friends here, you guys can call me Chuckles. Yesterday was a pretty big day for me, and those of you guys that watch my video, you could check that out here. You would know it was a pretty rough day. We talked about a couple rough things, but I've actually had some requests from some of you that you want to get some updated weights on my videos, so I'm going to start doing that for you guys right here in the beginning. So as of today, I actually hit a pretty big milestone and I've lost 201 pounds. My highest weight was 807 pounds. And today I weighed in at 606 pounds. So that's 201 pounds lost. 4 pounds lost just yesterday, and 74 pounds of that was from the month of April. So that's this quick little update for you guys. So we got that out of the way. But enough of the formalities here. Let's go ahead and get up and stand. If you guys want to stand with me, I'd appreciate that. So yesterday we talked a little bit about the depression that I had gotten into after the incident at the movie theater. And so we talked about the dark place that took me down into. But we also talked about a moment in my life that really defines where I am and what I'm doing now. We talked about how I heard the voices of all the people that have ever helped me and decided that I wanted to live. And in that, I also decided that I couldn't do it alone anymore. I've always tried to, I've taken advice from people and I've had coaches and things like that. And I've always tried to absorb all the knowledge, but, really, I just wouldn't do anything unless I wanted to. And that's kind of how things go. So I want to take a couple seconds out now and just, in my weight loss journey, this isn't in my personal life, but there's been a couple people that have really just poured into me and dedicated their time to me. And I just kind of want to thank them. And they're a big part of my story as well, because they laid the foundation for all of this, even though I didn't know it. So, Jeff and Nick, you guys know who you are. I just want to say thank you. And I want to apologize that I didn't put in everything that I could have when you guys were working with me. I wish I would have, because I would have never gotten to the state that I was in. So I wish I would have listened, and I wish I would have put more effort into the process. But I want to thank you guys because you laid the foundation for everything. And once I got out of that moment and spent some time praying and crying, and I was just like, I need help. I need somebody to help me, I'm not going to be able to do this alone. This is too big for even somebody with my strength to carry, So I reached out to a good friend of mine that I had met when I was working out in the YMCA. And this was during one of the periods of one of the many diets that I've done. But I was doing some water aerobics in the pool, and he was a lifeguard. His name's Josh Dudek. I hope he's okay with me saying his full name, but I just want to give him some credit here. His name's Josh, and I reached out to him, and man, he poured in knowledge to me and in his effort into me, and he devised a meal plan, and we talked about how I could work out and how I could do things to start increasing my mobility and all that. Because remember, I was 807 pounds laying in the bed. There wasn't much I can do. And even the 200 pounds I've lost so far has been primarily without working out. It's all been diet. So he set up a diet plan for me and everything. And we got going, and I was losing weight and feeling good and stuff. But the program I was on, it's kind of, he's a bodybuilder, so it's kind of geared towards that, cutting routine, which is great. I needed to do that. I needed to cut some weight, a lot of weight. But, I started having some issues. I'm a food addict, and, eating a couple times a day, several times a day, it makes me have to face food all at one time, It makes me face food again and again and again. And every time I ate, I would have to fight the urge to overeat. And so my weight progress was a little bit slow in the beginning, other than the initial 30 pounds of water weight that I dropped. But my weight loss was pretty slow. And then I kind of got discouraged. And me, you don't know this about me, but when I get discouraged or I have a bad weigh-in or something, it tends to set me off a bit. And went off the rails and cheated and just didn't contact him for a while. And then I'd get my mentality back and I'd contact him again. And, but, you know, every time I'd contact him, you know, I'd tell him that, you know, this wasn't working or this wasn't working. You know, I was still having cravings and stuff every time I had to eat. So I was like, can we just eat fewer times a day? Like, can we just use the same calories and eat fewer times a day? Because, you know, I can't handle it. I'm failing. So we did, and we changed the diet, and we ate several times a day. Or we ate a fewer times a day. And I reached out to him. I said, man, I'm still having all these cravings, and I'm always hungry. You know, can we try something else? And can we try the keto macros? I've done some research on the ketogenic diet and, you know, what that does for you. And I was like, you know, can we try the keto diet? And he was like, sure. You know, we upped the macros and changed the percentages and, you know, but kept the calories the same and stuff. And my weight loss started to speed up during that time. And some of the cravings started to go away. I'm sorry, I'm sweating like a stuck pig because I got my AC off while I'm recording. And I'm in Florida in quarantine and it's hot in here. But, so back to where I was, we adjusted my macros for keto and I started feeling better. You know, my mind was starting to get clear. You know, I was starting to focus in a little bit and tighten up a little bit. And my weight loss started to get faster, you know. But these old habits that I have, they die hard, you know. And even though I was feeling less hungry and, you know, I wasn't having as many cravings and stuff, that mental attachment that I had to food was still there. It was never going to go away. And I just backslid and I put on 30 pounds because I ate a bunch of carbs. And with me, I don't know how the rest of you guys are, but if I eat carbs, I blow up like a balloon. I've gained as much as 82 pounds in 3 days before going on one of my benders, if that tells you anything. So I did, and I just kept going back and forth and yo-yoing, and this whole time, this old me was there, and I wasn't checking in, and I wasn't doing what I needed to do, and I wasn't putting in the effort to the weight loss journey. And that's the thing about all these diets and all these different things. They are only as successful as you let them be. You know, they're only going to work with as much effort and energy as you put into them. All these diets will have you losing weight. Keto and the several meals a day, high eating frequency, you know, your classic bodybuilder programs and stuff like that. All of these things will work. Hold on a second. All of these things will work if you let them and if you devote yourself to them. But, you know, I've reduced my eating frequency and eventually I was just eating the calories that he told me to, but I was eating them once a day. And I don't know if you guys know a lot about like the bodybuilder programs, but you know, they have a lot of chicken breast, lean protein, you know, a lot of veggies, and to make them keto, we added the fat into, you know, the veggies or the meat or whatever I cooked, you know, so we can get the ratios right. But since I was only eating once a day, I was eating like 4 cups of broccoli, and I was starting to feel bad after I ate. You know, I was getting bloated and I just didn't feel good. You know, my cravings weren't there and I was losing weight, but it just didn't feel right. And I just plugged it into Google one day. It's like, do I have to eat vegetables? And because, you know, I would eat the meat from my meal, right? I'd eat the meat, it'd have some fat in it, I'd feel fine, then I'd eat the veggies, then I'd get all bloated and feel disgusting. So I was I obviously assumed that it was the veggies that were doing it, you know. Didn't ring a bell that maybe it was the amount of veggies I was eating at that point. But I Googled anyway, regardless of, do I have to eat veggies? And in that research and stuff, I came across a lot of interesting things, but one of them being Dr. Sean Baker. And he promotes the carnivore diet. And he says that, you don't have to eat vegetables. In fact, some veggies, all veggies, really are designed with defense mechanisms that, can be harmful to us. And it was an interesting topic, and I started doing some deep diving, and, eventually I was just like, I gotta stop thinking about this so much, and was like, I just stopped eating the veggies. And at this point I had lost I'd say about 80 pounds or something working with Josh. And I decided to, I decided to go off his plan, because it wasn't what he was suggesting that I do, but I decided to go off the food plan that he put me on and do kind of my own experiments. And that led me to the carnivore diet. Now, the carnivore diet had some huge impacts on my journey. And I'll tell you why. When I started eating carnivore, the carnivore diet says that you can pretty much eat the meat that you want to eat till you are satisfied, and I was doing the strictest version. I was pretty much just eating meat and water, and so on the carnivore diet. And in the first 2 weeks of the carnivore diet, I had lost 45 pounds. And that was amazing to me. And I had felt better than I had ever before. My cravings completely went away, and my mentality was just shifting. And it was shifting in a way that I was more in tune with my mind and my body. And I was successful. What I would deem successful at 45 pounds on the carnivore diet. Of course, give me a second. Give me 1 second. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it there. I apologize. I know it seems like these videos are getting shorter, and they are, when they should be getting longer. But if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'm just tired. I'm dog tired, boss. Like in that movie, The Green Mile, I have not exerted the amount of energy that I'm doing to put these videos out for you guys in over 10 years. Really. I have not been this dedicated or focused to anything in that long. And that hurts me to say it. That hurts me to say it. But I think I want to leave it there. We touched on the carnivore diet. Go research it. If you're interested in it, go research it. Do your own thought processes. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I did and my journey. So if it interests you and you guys are want to know what it's all about, just look it up. Carnivore diet on YouTube. You can find it. Maybe I'll link something for you guys here. But I think we'll leave it there, because what happened next in my life has made the biggest impact in my life since I started trying to lose weight. And I want to spend some time really digging into that. Okay, so I'll leave that for tomorrow. And I want to do something today. I want to just not stand. I want to actually do some action. So maybe I'll do something, and I'll do a little time lapse at the end of this for you guys. Okay. So I want to thank you guys, all the comments and everything that you guys are leaving me. It's awesome. Please keep telling me, what do you want to see on my channel? What do you want to know about? This is my journey, and I want to document this, and I want to tell my story, and eventually, it'll just become my little journal for you guys, so you can see, what I'm doing right now currently. But, if there's any questions you guys have, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. My analytics tell me that a lot of the people that are watching my videos are not my subscribers. So if you see this video and you like it and you want to follow my journey and you are excited to see where I'm going to end up at the end of all this, please subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification so you know when I go live or when I post a video. And just your guys' support means everything to me. Like I said yesterday, you guys are all leaves on the vines of ivy that keep this broken man, holding it together. So I appreciate you guys more than you know. I'm going to end the video today. But check in tomorrow. There'll be one up tomorrow at 9 a.m. So we will see you there. All right, everybody, I found something I could do. Found some resistance bands that I had tucked away in the old closet here. This one's probably, I don't know, about 8 pounds or so. I want to start light. Remember, I haven't done working out and exercise in a long time, so let's get after it. Let's try something. Okay, let's try something again. All right. So I don't know what to do with these things, and I'm no professional, so follow along at your own risk here. But we'll do some bicep curls, get the arms working a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I'm just going to keep going until I can't go anymore. And then we'll take a break, all right? Since I'm still standing here, let me answer a question. Somebody asked me how I let myself get to 807 pounds. It's a good question. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen all at once. But it happened. And as much as I wanted to change, and as much as I wanted to be different, and as much as I wanted to be normal, it didn't matter. Food was more important to me. So I ate, and I ate, and I ate, and I consumed, trying to fill a void in my life that would never be filled until I found the joy within myself, until I found happiness in myself. And nobody else can do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. So stand up with me, get off the couch, get out of your comfort zone, join me on my journey, create your own, and stand for something. That's all I got. I'm sitting down now. See you guys tomorrow.